Hello everyone, it's Jake from Deep in Spirits. I'm joined here today with two friends, Liam and Lewis. So today we are in an office building, as you might be able to tell through some of the fire escapes here. The reason we're here is that the people working here have experienced some strange going-ons. So the main things that happens is main to do with the kitchen and the toilet areas. Now, the strange thing that happened is things get moved, items just get moved into other rooms, different places on the side. One of the main things as well is that the kettle keeps going off by itself, so it just boils. So at first they thought this was a faulty kettle. Now they replaced the kettle and it still does it, so it still just boils itself. The kettle has recently been pack tested, there's nothing wrong with it at all. So we're just going to do a few spirit boxes here. I'm going to try and set up a static night vision camera in the kitchen, see if we can capture anything while we're doing the spirit boxes. See what we can get tonight, and yeah, we'll go from there. Stay tuned.
Hammer.
Hammer? It's literally just started recording and it's come up with hammer straight away. I was going to say, we're going to do a couple of spirit boxes. Got two different ones. This one extracts the raw materials and puts out in a clear voice. So just as I started up then, it said hammer immediately. So I don't know what that means. I've never heard that come up on this spirit box before. So we'll just start asking some questions and see if we can get some responses. So when you say hammer, what do you mean by hammer? Was a hammer used in this building? Maybe you died by a hammer? This spirit box doesn't say much at all. It's very, very difficult to get it to go off. If you've watched any of our previous videos, when we're inside one of the haunted houses, we've tried this many times. We tried it in a graveyard, a cemetery, couldn't get it to go off. But this, in that house, this was going off all night. And for it to turn on and to come out of hammer straight away is quite unusual. But I don't know if we're going to get it to say anything else. Is this you that's bothering the guys in this office, in the kitchen? Do you mess with the kettle? So we're going to try using two spirit box apps at the same time. So I'm going to keep this one running. Don't run two spirit boxes at the same time. So are you saying that you don't want to talk to us? Are you happy with the people that work in this office? Maybe you used to work here, or I know these buildings are very old. Maybe you used to live here at one point. I'm going to turn the other spirit box on at the same time. This one uses static more than anything else. So they manipulate the static and the energy to try and say something. Who is with us tonight? So I'm going to get Lewis to hold this up more to the microphone because sometimes it's difficult to hear what they say. Just go to the other side. So,
are you a friend?
We are friends. We are friends. We mean no harm whatsoever. We're just here to communicate. We just want to know your story. We just want to know what happened. Work? Did you hear that? Work? So did you used to work here? We just want to know your story. We just want to know what happened. As I said, these buildings that have been converted to offices are very old. So maybe you used to live here at some point, or maybe there was something built here before. Can you tell us what happened to you? Birth. Did you hear birth?
No.
Specifically with the kitchen, why do you pick the kitchen? Did that used to be something else before? That's a weird voice, I've never done that before. And I know that some people feel uneasy in the toilet area. Is there more than one spirit with us? 10. You're closer to me. Did you hear 10?
It sounded like it.
Is there 10 of you here? If you don't want to communicate with us directly, or you're struggling to communicate with us directly, have a camera running in the kitchen, so maybe you could move something, or speak directly into the microphone of that camera, or even into the microphone of this camera here, if you're struggling to communicate through our spirit boxes. So please feel free to show yourself. As I said, we're not here for any harm whatsoever. We're here just to communicate with you and hear your story and what you have to say. Are you able to tell us how you died?
It's a bit more. Notice that it goes very quiet every time you ask a question.
Yeah.
Every time.
Please don't be afraid to step forward and communicate with us. You can speak into any... Doom? This one just said doom.
Say doom?
Yeah, doom. So all I said is, can you just step forward and communicate with us? Don't be afraid to. We mean no harm whatsoever.
Stop that for a minute.
Did you hear a noise in there?
Yeah.
Hopefully
You always see the click.
the kitchen camera would have picked it up, hopefully. But again, it just sounded like the kettle just went off in the kitchen, and Lewis is just checking to make sure it wasn't Liam, but Liam's all the way at the front. Something just made a noise in there. What I tried to do as well is I've put the kettle right in the middle of the shot, so you can see the button as well, so we can see if there's any movement on there at all, or what's going on, or if it picks up any noise from it. Is there anything else you would like to say through this spirit box? It's not saying anything else. Okay, we're going to take a break. Maybe try a different room, have a little walk around, see what we can get. So yeah, we'll try again a little bit later. Let's go. So we're going to do another spirit box session. I've moved to a different room of the office, so I'm in the storage area at the moment, which is right next to the toilet. So I'm hoping we can grab something here. We will go into the toilet area a little bit later, see if we can grab anything in there. I've got one of the spirit boxes open here, which is the one that would be manipulated. There's no other sound, it just drags out sentences in full. Earlier on it said hammer, it said don't, and it said are you friends. So let's see what it grabs this time when we ask it some questions. We'll have the other spirit box also running at the same time. I think the two together actually work quite well, two different spirit boxes, and see what we can grab. So let's go. So are you with us in this room here? No.
As soon as I turned that on, it said what?
But it sounds like I just said he's here. On there. If we put it there nearer to the mic.
You know, up here.
That should be fine. Hopefully it will pick it up. So, how many spirits are with us in this room? That sounded French. Did you hear that?
Well,
Like chateau. Yeah, chateau. Something like that. Is it you that always touches the kettle?
It sounds like leave.
Leave.
Sounds like leave.
Do you want us to leave? Because there's people that work in this office. Are you happy with them working here and being here?
It sounds like no.
As I said, if you're finding it difficult to communicate with us through these two spirit boxes here, you can always say something directly into this microphone, or to the other microphone in the other room, in the kitchen. Yes.
And before that, it sounded like don't understand.
Or maybe you can do what you do and click the kettle. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us? See, this spirit box hasn't said anything at all.
No, it's picked nothing up.
Nothing up whatsoever. As I said before, it's really difficult to get that to go off, so for us to have 3 or 4 things come through, it's quite good. Did you follow her? Follow?
It sounded like did you something.
Yeah, I thought I heard follow. You cannot follow us. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us?
Doesn't it sound like I just said my name?
Yeah, it did say like it said that. But
what if they know my names?
do you know our names?
Yeah.
Did that just say Liam?
That sounded like Liam.
That sounded like Liam.
That sounded like Liam.
Do you know my name?
Yes. That sounded like yes.
What's my name? Or maybe my friend here, do you know his name? Maybe there's something that you'd like to say to either of us. Is there someone in particular that you feel more connected with, that you'd like to talk to? Okay. I think we've got a few bits from that. I think we're going to stop this session now, and we'll go to another room and try again in a little bit. We'll take a break and yeah, we'll catch up soon. So we're going to do a few spirit box sessions in the actual kitchen itself, where most of the activity has been happening. I've got my EMF. From previous videos, you probably know how difficult it is to make one of these go off. The kettle won't set it off. I literally just put it next to the microwave, didn't set it off. I turned it on, that's what set it off. So it's really difficult to get this to go off. So if it does go off, we know that there's something with us. Now, when I was just standing here a minute ago, I didn't even notice I was holding on to it. And can't get it to go off again, but the lights just started jumping up, and Lewis is the person that actually put it out to me. So hopefully we can get it to go off. It's another means that a spirit can make contact with us. So I've got one of the spirit box running in the background here. It's the one that's more difficult to go off. Very rarely it does go off. So again, hopefully we'll hear that. I'm going to get Lewis to turn on the other spirit box, which uses the static, which is a lot more active. So are you here in this kitchen with us? I've got another means of you being able to make contact with us here as well on this EMF meter. Did it just go up? Is that the camera though? No. That's the camera. So we'll stay back from the camera. So the camera is making it go off.
No.
Is it stopped? No. Okay. That's weird. Because it's not the camera. It is not going off. It's there. Wait, it's right there. Right there. If I hold it up to the camera again,
It's like just in front of the camera.
It's just in front of the camera. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to get Lewis to move the camera backwards and see potentially if it is the camera, then it will obviously pick something up, or if it's this doorway. It just seems to be this doorway right here, because if I now bring it to the camera itself, it's not going off at all. You can't. It's not going. It's literally here in this doorway, and it's not as high as it was before.
No, it's just gone down.
So that's very strange. I'm gonna get Lewis to move the camera back forward again. So are you standing in this doorway? Is that you? That's making this go off, because it's not as high as it was.
No.
It's not going up. It's right there.
Now it is.
Right there. But it's right in that doorway. But I've moved the camera back, and it's not going off right in front of the camera, so it can't be the camera, unless there's just a random. There's no electric points there at all that could potentially make it go off. So, are you stood in this doorway? Are you stood right in this doorway? Are you in here with me? I want to try something else. I'm going to turn my light off on the camera so you can see how dark it is, and you can see the lights, just literally the lights. So, as you can see, as I bring it forward, nothing anymore. There's one there, but I hold it down there, no. Now there's one amber light, but it was going crazy in this doorway. But as I said, move the camera backwards. As I went through the doorway, the EMF meter was still jumping up. But as I got back to the camera again, it stopped. Knife? There's knives in this kitchen. Did you pass away by a knife? Were you stabbed?
Then screams. So like no, then screams. It definitely sound like no, and then a scream.
Are you stood with me in this kitchen?
Yeah.
Are you happy with me being here?
That sounded like no.
There's now multiple ways that you can make contact with me. You could talk through either one of these spirit boxes. You could speak directly into the microphone of my camera, or you can touch this box. Now, look again, right up to the camera, nothing. It's gone. It's gone. There, it's back again.
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Am I talking a bit too much for you? Don't talk. Is it going off? The EMF meter again going off.
It jumped up one.
Please feel free to touch this box.
Something here.
Are you here? That's like go away. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us at all? I just want to hear your story. As I said, I mean no harm whatsoever.
Asleep? Does someone go asleep?
Do you say... Are you trying to sleep?
No pain.
Yeah, it's strange.
No pain.
Okay.
Jumping.
Is it?
Really jumping.
It's really there. It's right there. Look, all I've done is... It's this doorway.
Might block in the way.
Are you trying to exit if we put the camera in the way? It's stopped again. Look. It's right there. But then...
Up a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mate, it's... When you've gone closer to your face, it's
Yes,
there.
around your face.
Are you next to me? Are you...
Third.
Third.
Third? Are you... It's gone.
That was literally jumping a moment ago.
Have you moved away from me? But if you notice, it's moved from the door
To you.
closer to me. Because I was holding that there a minute ago, it was not going off
That
whatsoever.
was jumping up into the middle.
Mm.
Wasn't all the way up, that was in the middle.
But again, look,
Nothing really.
now it's gone. Completely gone. Stopped.
Do you hear that? Did you hear that?
What was that?
It sounded like the bolt on the door.
It literally sounded like...
You're joking.
No, it literally sounded like the bolt.
Exactly that.
So,
It's just trying to get out.
it's going off again. So on that back door is a security bolt. And it just sounded like someone just tried to get out of it. These are going crazy. But again, this is stopped. But stopped.
And again.
Do it again.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
And again.
Oh, the,
It's not
Right.
that.
So we're going to take a break again. Just going to take a break again for a minute. I'm going to keep the camera, the static camera, rolling in here. I haven't had it rolling since I've been in here. But I'm going to set it up again and see what else I can grab. And maybe we're going to go to the toilet area and see what we can do. Right. So we've moved into the foyer of the toilet area. This is another place where people have been made to feel uneasy. So just as we were setting up the camera, we got 3 words come through on this spirit box in a row, which this is the one where it's extremely difficult to make go off. So it came up with, what were we saying? We said something about, I can't remember, moving something, and it said Kelly. And then we asked another question and we were just messing around, and it said cable. Now,
Yeah.
up there is the service to the office, so there's a load of cables here. But the next one and then said hello. So just so I don't think you can actually see it on this app, this is the problem. So you can see it backwards, but Kelly, cable, hello, gives you the list of the words of what it's just said. So I'm going to go back to the app now. Hopefully it continue saying some more stuff while we're here. I've also got an EMF meter. Lewis has just started up the second spirit box. Let's see if we can capture anything else. Now, that sounded like a really deep voice. Did you hear that?
There we go.
Are you in this area with us? Why do you like hanging around in this area? Is it you that makes people feel uneasy here? No? Or maybe you're next door in the kitchen still. I do have another camera running in that kitchen, so feel free to
No.
show yourself to that camera, or talking to that microphone, or talking to this microphone, or make this jump up. I'm going to try if you turn the light off again, we'll try again in darkness. Are you with me right now? So maybe you could show yourself to me. Or show yourself on the camera. See, I'm not afraid of you, so you can show yourself to me. You can talk to me. There's a fire escape light behind me. Maybe you'd like to get in front of that and show us that you're here.
What is your name?
What's my name? My name is Jake. What is your name? Do you know my friends' names? Dark. Is there a spirit here which is more from the darker side?
That's enough. Jake.
Or maybe come and touch this grey box.
Can't.
You can't. How would you like to communicate with us? Can you talk into this microphone? So we've had, from previous videos, as you know, we've had spirits talk directly into the microphone where we couldn't hear it. If you bring that more around the front so it's closer to the microphone. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us? Maybe there's a message that you'd like us to pass on?
No.
How come you're still here? Why this building?
What's that? Did it actually? Yeah. Is it boiling?
No, just like it usually does.
Possess. So, we do not give you any permission to enter our bodies.
Okay.
We do not give you any permission to enter our bodies. We are protected. We're protected by Jesus Christ. I feel really hot.
What is he? It sounds like what is he?
You cannot enter our bodies. Are you standing next to me right now?
I am.
I feel really hot.
That's what counts as well.
You didn't hear the kettlebell for you.
Yeah, kettle's just gone.
Yeah. Is that you next door with the kettle? How many spirits are here with us?
Randy.
Randy? Is your name Randy? Are you an adult? Or are you a child? Are you still in this room with me?
Sounds like it's the door.
Lewis, spin that screen round and check behind me in this corner. Is that a dark?
It is dark.
That wasn't like that before. Does that look like a shadow? Are you standing in this room with me? Just say yes.
It sounds like yes and no.
Are you standing behind me?
Sound like yes behind.
As I said, I'm not afraid of you. So if you'd like to show yourself on the camera. Maybe you'd like to manifest yourself. Or touch this box. Because this thing is not going off at all. It's not at all going off. That's what I mean, it's so difficult to get this to go off.
It jumped up a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Hello.
This is your last chance to make contact with us. So if there's anything that you would like to say...
Haunted.
Haunted. So if there's anything that you'd like to say, now's the time to say it. So we're about to stop this communication. Is there anything that you would like to say? Okay. So we're going to end this communication now. As I said, you cannot follow us. We're going to stop. Goodbye.
Someone said wait at the end there.
So we thought we'd come back into this meeting area and see if there's anything else we can grab. I've got the EMF meter here this time as well. Just before we turned the camera on, we were just messing around and it just said angry. So I don't know what that means, but let's see if we can grab anything else and see what we can get. If there's anyone here that would like to talk to us, now's your time to step forward. Is there anything else that you would like to say? Feel free to come and touch this grey box here which is in front of me and make these lights jump up. This will just show us that you're here. Or maybe you can move the bolts on the back door again, like you did earlier, or make the kettle click. So we've got a lot of activity in the toilet area. Is that where you like to be? Yes. Are there multiple spirits here? Yes. Are you the same spirit that hangs out in that area there in the toilet and also the kitchen? Could you maybe touch the kettle again? Or maybe if you can knock on something, let us know that you're here. Can you maybe bang on something? Let us know that you're here. Touch this meter in front of me. Said yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to say to us? We are here to communicate with you. We mean no harm. If there's a message that you would like to pass on, now's the time to do it. Excuse me. Not grabbing that as much this time. Are you mainly in the kitchen and the bathroom areas? That's where we've got the most activity. Sound like a kid's voice, that did.
Mm.
Is there a child here? Are there any evil spirits here? Or are you pretending? Is there anything that you'd like to say at all? Because we're going to be ending communication shortly. So if there's anything you'd like to say, now's the time to do it. Would you like to talk into the microphone? So this ain't going off at all. Nothing.
No.
Nowhere at all.
That sounded like Jake twice.
Okay. We're gonna end this communication now. You cannot follow us. Goodbye.
Soon after last time, because when it picked up as soon as we stopped.
So we thought we'd come back to the toilet area as we seem to get the most activity from here. Some really strange things happened. We got possessed come up. Suddenly got really hot. It just felt really uneasy here. So just gonna go again and call out. I've got the spirit box on which says phrases. This one's really difficult to get off, so hopefully we're going to start with this one. I've got the EMF meter. I'm going to ask Lewis to turn the light off as well. So we're back in the dark. You can see the light here. I'm going to see what we can grab. So, is there anyone stood in this room with me? Don't be scared. I mean no harm whatsoever. Earlier on that you said possessed.
You know.
Are you stood in here with me? As I said, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid for you to show yourself. To come and touch this box. Make the light jump up.
Lady.
Are you a lady? You said lady. So you're a lady?
Sounded like, yeah.
Is there also a male here as well? Is there anything you'd like to say to us at all? Listening, did I just say?
Sounded like his name. This here.
Where are you? Are you in the kitchen? You stood in this room with us? No.
Sound like running.
What did it say?
Sound like running upstairs.
Are you upstairs? So, upstairs used to be a nightclub. Did something happen to you in that nightclub? Or maybe you were around before that?
No.
Can you touch this grey box? Did I just say Jesus? Is there a message that you'd like to pass on to us at all?
Holly.
Is your name Holly?
Woman.
Woman.
Holly's a woman.
Holly's a woman.
Pete.
Sounded like Pete, didn't it?
Pete. Holly.
Is there a Holly and a Pete here?
Yes.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to us? A message? Whisper. Don't be afraid to approach us. Okay. So, I'm going to stop this session. So, if there's anything you'd like to say, now is the time to come and say it. Maybe you would like to touch this box, make the lights jump up, or maybe you would like to show yourself. Or if you can't do that, speak directly into the microphone on this camera, or the one in the kitchen.
Waiting.
You're waiting? What are you waiting for? What?
Danger.
Danger? Are we in danger?
No. Your sesh.
What?
Your sesh.
Or maybe you would like to knock on something like this. Can you return that knock? On that door? Just give us a knock. Show us you're here. Or even if you... No. So you don't want to knock? Or maybe through the kitchen wall. Can you knock through the kitchen wall? If you're in there? Or move something in the kitchen, or show yourself to that camera in there. Gone silent. What did that just say?
I think.
Are you in this room with me? I am.
Possessed.
That's twice now.
Yeah. As I said, you cannot enter our bodies. We are protected. Hmm?
There's no need. Dead possessed. There's no dead possessed.
Who's here with us? Is there something here that wants to possess us?
Hammer.
It's hammer again.
Did you die with a hammer? Or maybe you used to kill people with a hammer? Did you commit murders? What did I say? Is there anything else that you would like to say to us?
Hello then.
Okay. So, we are going to stop this session now. As I said, you cannot possess us, you cannot enter our bodies. We are protected. You cannot follow us. Goodbye.
Mate, the thing was just flipping. It's not going off of the phone.
As soon as I say goodbye, it goes off. Yeah, it's not a phone, though. Guys, it's great to be back. With obviously COVID and everything going on, we've been sticking to the rules. We haven't been able to do much. We haven't been able to go out. We haven't been able to do anything at all, or be together and make these videos. So, really appreciate all of the support that we've had on our videos. It's been great. Please keep liking, please keep subscribing, and we'll keep making this content. We enjoy doing it just as much as you enjoy watching it, and we'll speak soon.